right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Audrey. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good weekend. Today and this week, it is super hot in Chicago. It is 90 degrees Fahrenheit, like minimum. It is so hot. So, oh man, yeah. And this week is also pretty crazy here in my studio because this Saturday, June 22nd, I'm going to be selling at my first in-person market in many, many years. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I sold at an in-person market. It was definitely before the pandemic, maybe even like a couple years before that. And I stopped because it was just really stressful and whatnot. But anyway, but through the pandemic, through my own just, revelation just as an artist and things like that, I've decided to, yeah, start selling again at in-person markets. I have my online shop and that has been doing well. Successful in my own terms. And I thought, yeah, maybe it's time, to bring the in-person markets back. So anyway, so I wanted to take a little bit of time and kind of share a lot of, or just some of the products because I'm so excited about them. Okay, so first of all, I need your guys' opinion. Okay, so let me know in the chat or let me know in the comments. Okay, so first of all, die cut stickers, right? I love my die cut stickers. I mean, look at my water bottle here, right? I have my own stickers decorating my own bottle, but I usually just use a clear vinyl laminate, but I've been experimenting lately with holographic vinyl. So if you're not sure what that means, it still has that vinyl laminate on top, so it's a little bit more durable. It's a little bit more waterproof, weatherproof, all that kind of, well, not necessarily weatherproof, but it's just more durable. But it has like that reflective kind of like rainbow-ish sort of look to it. So I'll show it to you in this way, right? So do you see like on this black cat, there are these little stars and sparkles, right? Okay, so let me know in the chat or in the comments, are you a fan of this kind of holographic vinyl stickers? Let me know, yes, holographic, or no holographic. And if it is yes holographic, can you let me know, like, is this a pretty good size? My hands are kind of small, but this is a little less than 3 inches at the longest. So it's probably about a little less than 3 inches here, and then maybe about 2.5 to 2.7 inches this way. So yeah, let me know, because I was chatting with my friend Chef Julie Yoon. Look for her on YouTube too, because she's awesome. But she was suggesting to make larger stickers with this hollow vinyl. So yeah, I'm just a little torn. I totally see her point. If you're going to make it like super pretty like this, you might as well make them larger. And they usually are a little bit bigger, like when you see them in stores. But yeah, let me know. What do you think? Hi, Linda. Hi, CJ. Thanks for coming. Okay, yes, holographic, good size. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I should go a little larger. I don't know. So again, should I go 4 inches? So it'll be like even bigger like this, or 3 inches, so just a little bit bigger. Yeah, so anyway, so this is one of the things that I'll be selling at my in-person market. If you're new here, I'm actually based in the Chicagoland area. So, and if you are based in the Chicagoland area, come find me at Schaumburg. I'll be at Go Bird's Farm this Saturday, okay? So anyway, so I'll be selling these, but I was just like so torn. So I was like, do I make holographic vinyl stickers for this Saturday? I don't know. So, all right, so that's that. The other thing I have that is new to my shop, and it's not even in my online shop yet because that's how new it is. And so whatever I don't sell at the market or whatever's not sold, I will sell at my online shop. So you might still have a chance to get your hands on these if you want. But I made my own washi tape. You guys have no idea how, like, I'm not going to cry, but like how much of a dream come true this is. Like, I love washi tape. I wish I could show you my whole washi tape collection over here on this wall, but I have dozens and dozens. I use it all the time. And I've always dreamed of having my own designs on washi tape. And it was always hard to do because they're not easy to make. You have to find the right manufacturers. And Yeah, and then even if you find a good manufacturer, sometimes they require you to buy like 500, at a time, or at least 100. So I'm like, I don't need 500 washi tapes. I just want like a handful. So I did find a manufacturer that makes, very low quantities, and I am so impressed, you guys. I have to show you. Like, look at this. So this design is of my fruits and vegetables. And it's actually, you can only see the red and the yellow and the orange ones right now, but yeah, there's so many more designs. It's like a whole rainbow theme. And then these are my two animal ones. So I have the foxes and the sloths. So, so cute. And then I have two more. These were from my washi tape relaxing exercise video, so make sure to check those out. So I have my tulips and my roses here. So I am so, so happy, and I'll definitely be using these in my live stream so you guys can see what they look like. And you actually get a good amount too. I mean, just look how much tape there is. So I can't remember off the top of my head how long the actual tape roll is, but it is pretty substantial. So it should last you, a good long while. Yeah. CJ, offer a couple sizes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, that's definitely possible. I think I just didn't want to like overextend myself, or like, yeah, or end up having to like, yeah, like think too much about like creating them. But yeah. Yeah, thank you, cute washi taste. So I'll definitely be using these. Let me know in the comments which one I should use tonight. So foxes, sloth, the fruits, tulips, or roses. You guys let me know, okay? I'll just leave these here for now. Anyway, so today I'm gonna, oh, and one last thing. I published a video this morning on how to paint a watercolor cow. Look how cute this is. So the sketch is available in my shop. But you can have, a brown cow, or I also painted it again and did one in black. Look how cute she is. Ah, so adorable. So yeah, I love painting animals, even though I'm not like super good at it, like in terms of like making them like really realistic. Like I definitely take my own liberties, but I love blending the wet on wet and the wet on dry techniques. I mean, you can just kind of see the wet on wet, effect taking place here on the ear, where the paint just kind of bleeds spontaneously. And then all of these details were done with wet on dry. I actually used dry brush right here in this white part of the face. You can see it here on the black cow as well. There's some gray details there. So yeah, I really used like a lot of different techniques in just this one tutorial. And that's how you can paint really easily. The wet on wet is great for covering like large areas, yeah, of a subject. So yeah. Okay, Linda says foxes. Ooh, I know, Linda. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. So yeah, check out this tutorial. Paint these cows. They're super cute. Add a little floral crown on top. Okay. All right. Okay, so I will do foxes then. There we go. Foxes, it is. Oops. Okay, so today I'm going to paint a landscape. And this is, I'm really nervous. I mean, you guys know why I'm nervous, but this is the image that I chose, and I'm not second guessing it, but it does look intimidating. And so at first glance, it looks kind of easy because it's just one kind of color scheme, right? Mostly greens. And there isn't that much detail, like all those little flowers and or people or buildings, right? It seems kind of simple, and sometimes simple is deceptive. So after I chose this, I thought, am I gonna regret this? So we'll see how this goes. It's always an experiment. It's always fun, I think. Hi, Jordan. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so we'll see. But this is the reference image, and I was trying to choose the colors, right? So I have the reference image right over here, and the colors were kind of hard to choose too. So I went through my paint swatches. Remember how I made these? And I think I'm going to use this one for the very darkest. I mean, just look how deep that is. And so, I mean, I might just end up using like black for the very bottom. So let me see where my black is. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll just add just a, oh, that's my Prussian blue. Maybe I'll add like a touch of black, you know, like into my russet green, just to make it completely dark, right? And then I'm gonna fade into, I don't know if this is, like, I'm gonna use this very sparingly because these tones, these green hues are very like warm and earth toned. So this is a little bit too bright, right? So I wanna stay away from this as much as I can, but I'm gonna use this just to kind of pepper in and make it and give it a little bit more contrast. But then I'm gonna slowly transition into this one. So even at the brightest, yeah. And then I'm gonna kind of maybe pepper this light ochre in some areas. Like at the very top of the hills, there's like that warmth, and that's probably from the sun, you know? So there's all of that. And then I need some kind of gray for the sky. Sorry, let me have it open also on my screen here so I can see it big. Okay. All right, so the sky is like mostly gray, a little purple-ish. Yeah, let me see. So I have this silver gray. No. Okay, so I have this gray. I don't remember what this really looks like though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like this gray. It's not perfect, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine if I just kind of like water it down. So I'll leave it as is. Again, sometimes you can take, you know, creative liberties. It's not like you're bound to make this painting exactly the way that you see it, right? So, all right. All right, you guys, so wish me luck. Let me know if you're, you know, what you're doing tonight. Maybe you're following along. Maybe you're just painting with watercolor or playing around with markers or colored pencils. Let me know in the chat or in the comments what you're doing tonight. I'm going to turn on some relaxing music and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay? pretty much done with this painting. I was definitely at a point where I was really struggling, and I was like, oh no, how am I supposed to like really show the details in the grass? And instead of overthinking, which is what I normally do, I decided to, you probably saw me, using my brush to create this splatter texture. So I just took this angled brush and loaded it with the paint, and then just kind of, rubbed my finger against the brush, the bristles, to kind of like loosen it, and then to create these fine, this fine spray. And I think for me, that's enough. Like that was just enough texture. Yeah. I kind of like this painting because, or this photo, because it kind of helped me to think more about values rather than the color. So, really focusing on like where the light hits and where the dark hits. I think I want to try this painting one more time, because halfway through I was like, oh no, I covered up some of the lighter areas. And or no, yeah, I covered up some of the lighter areas with a darker color, and it's kind of hard to like go back, so I might want to try this painting again. But so far, like, I'm pretty like impressed that I was able to paint something. And we should always be proud, like even though it may not be picture perfect, like you still attempted something today, and you should be proud. I mean, we're coming from, I painted this last week, and then I have some other landscapes over there on the wall, but like each one, like I'm learning something new. That's always the mindset that we should have. So anyway, I used my own washi tape for this, so let me go ahead and do the tape reveal, and let's see what it looks like without that border. Whew. But I will say this was hard though. Like I said, like just because it's just one kind of color doesn't mean that it's, that easy. Oh no, I didn't paint this little corner down here. Oh well. But so far it's ripping off really easy. Like there's no tears on the paper. Very impressed. Again, this is my own washi tape. Whatever I don't sell this weekend will be in my shop. So if you're not in the Chicagoland area, I hope you can still get your hands on them, because I love these so much. Okay. Yeah, no tears. And that's like a big thing for me. Oh my gosh, it's tearing so nicely, so beautifully. It made that edge like so sharp. Look at that. Yeah, and it's it's pretty sticky, like most washi tape, or like most washi tape, it shouldn't be as tacky. Like I'm pretty, pressing my finger on it and then letting go. Yeah, so it is still pretty tacky, so it's able to adhere well, but it doesn't leave, obviously, a residue like most washi tape. And then best of all, it's not tearing my paper. That's the best news. Yay! I'm so happy. Hi, CJ. Additional stand of trees adds good interest. Oh, like these ones in the back. Yeah, just gives that perspective. Linda, Audrey, remember, color gets all the credit, but value does all the work. Absolutely. You know what? That is the quote of the evening. Yeah, you are so correct. Yes. Color does seem to get all the credit because that is what we see at the end of the day. But if you don't have the right values, then the colors kind of don't matter, And again, I'm not going for hyper realism, so I'm not like beating myself up over it, but I am still really happy with how this turned out. I feel like I got a little bit of the rolling hills, like in this area. It could have been a little better, but like I said, I'm learning. And then I actually really like how the sky turned out. Like using the gray, it created like the perfect overcast sky. Like I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain. Again, and when you have the right mindset of like, I'm learning something new, I'm not going for perfection, then you really can't go wrong. Yeah. So, oh, here it is again. So let me just hold it like this. Like I can just get my screenshot, but I'm just kind of taking a closer look because I'm really impressed that I made this. Let me just hold this up. Yeah, I actually really like these colors too. They're just like so moody. They're they're actually perfect for like this overcast sky, right? I think something else, I know the color, it shouldn't just be about color, but I am missing like that warm glow. So I think if I were to redo this, I would definitely add a lot more yellow. Yeah, I think I would have done a better job of color blocking before going in with all those details. But still, for my first attempt at a landscape like this, I am very happy with myself. So yeah, so this is also just an encouragement to you, if you're trying something new for the first time, or even for the second time, even for the third time, but if you're just new to something, don't be so hard on yourself. Like with each one, you're just write down something that you learned. Like for example, for me, I learned that, hey, because I'm not about hyperrealism, instead of manually dotting in all of those little grass pieces, just use texture, just use that splatter texture. Use what I know about my watercolor skills. And then even the sky, I definitely painted that with the wet on wet or kind of wet on dry, but then I sort of, faded out that color with a lot of water, which some gouache artists will say, like, don't do that. You should add white rather than adding water. So I get it, but that's just the watercolorist in me. And I kind of like how it turned out, like very wispy and very cloudy. Like when you see that when you see that sky, like, it's an overcast day, like immediately, yeah, so find things that you are proud of, and find points where you can learn from it too. So yeah. CJ, limited palette is challenging but yields pleasing effect. Yes, it does. Yeah. And maybe I did add too many colors. Or maybe I was just missing that. Yeah, I was missing that warm glow. And actually, I forgot to grab the light ochre at the beginning. So I grabbed the wrong yellow color. So that's also just my mistake, my lack of attention to detail. But anyway, so always be proud, no matter what you make. There's always something to learn. So, okay. All right, you guys. Well, wish me luck at my market this Saturday. Again, it's supposed to be like 92 degrees. Ugh, I don't know why. It's so hot. Hopefully I won't pass out. Excuse me. We have ways of cooling ourselves down. We have, I'm really sorry. We got this like bigger fan, and then I also have my hand fan, and then we have a huge cooler that we're gonna stuff with water and drinks and our lunch, because we have to eat lunch while we're there. So my husband is gonna be the biggest cheerleader and my helper, and he's gonna be hope he's not too tired by the end of the day. I mean, I'm sure we'll both be wiped out, but yeah, I'm just so thankful to have his support and have his help. But yeah, please wish us luck. I will let you guys know how it went when I see you next Monday. Bye. Have a great week.